My name is Danielle, and I did the TV series analysis on The Goldbergs. This family comedy sitcom takes place in their suburban hometown of Jenkinton, Pennsylvania. It's written by a man named Adam Goldberg and highlights his childhood growing up in the 1980s and uses the narration of an older version of himself. This series accentuates the characteristics of the 1980s and is meant to bring back good feelings and memories associated with this era. This series also focuses on the family life cycle and the many challenges and changes a family endures along the way. Mom Beverly is overbearing and is fearful that once her children head off to college, they will be gone and they'll never want to come back. Dad Murray is hot-tempered, frugal with money, and really struggles to express his emotions. The oldest son, Barry, is going off to college, and he is trying to find his place in the world, and really he's struggling with the transition into adulthood. Their daughter, Erica, is going off to college for the second time and is trying to maintain her relationship with her boyfriend who lives off campus. And their youngest son, Adam, is entering school as an upperclassman, and he is now filling the void of both his siblings going off to college. This TV series provides a lot of life lessons regarding family and friendships and acceptance, and it really allows the viewer to tap into their own lives and realize what truly matters in life. During episode 1, the family decides to embark on a family road trip to Disneyland prior to the two oldest children going off to college. This family is going through many transitions, and they are changing roles and dealing with their own emotions with this transition, and they're able to communicate with each other. During this road trip, they didn't have distractions through technology. They didn't have cell phones. They didn't have social media. They had to interact with each other, which now when you see families interacting, a lot of the times you see the cell phones and you don't really see people communicating or interacting with each other anymore. This family had no choice. They had to interact with each other, and they didn't have the distractions from social media and cell phones to take away from their relationships, which strengthened their bond as a family. Barry is having a really hard time with the process of socialization into adulthood. He thinks he needs to change all these old behaviors just to fit in with college and become an adult. He thinks he can't enjoy a slushie anymore because that's associated with being childish. He now wants to drink coffee. And he thinks that being an adult means that you can't go on rides and you can't have fun and do things with your family because that too is childish. He realizes that trying to be an adult can be frustrating, but there's no rule, and you don't have to start drinking coffee, and you don't have to stop having fun in order to be an adult. Dad is frugal with money. He made the family sleep in the car overnight just to save some money. This family is middle class. They have the bare necessities. The standard of living is closely related to the quality of life. Society tells us that in order to be happy, we need to have money. This family has shown us that without money, they can find happiness, which is true quality of life, is spending quality time with each other and strengthening relationships and making memories and strengthening bonds. That's what makes them rich, not the amount of money that they have. In episode 2, Barry and Erica head off to college. Shortly after being dropped off, they come back home and realize that they don't have housing on campus. They quickly blame their mother, thinking that it's her way of trying to keep the children close to her. Dad admits that this was all his doing and that he's having many regrets. He's really struggling with this launching phase in the family life cycle where the kids start leaving the household. He was so concerned about them leaving that he didn't think about how he would feel when they left. And now he's left feeling so many regrets, wishing that he didn't spend so many years sitting in his chair watching TV instead of spending quality time with them. He makes you realize that it's important to make every moment count, because those are the moments that you're going to hold on to when you're feeling lonely, and you're going to want to hold on to those precious moments that you have with people while you can. Also, Adam enters school as an upperclassman after summer break and realizes that all of his friendships have drastically changed. His friends are now in relationships with women, and he is the only single friend now out of his group of friends. He is no longer being invited to hang out, do social things with them, and he's feeling really left out and feeling the peer pressure of trying to find a girlfriend in order to maintain these friendships with people who are putting a lot of pressure and demands on him. He gives into peer pressure and ends up dealing with the consequences by fracturing a friendship he has with a girl that he's known since childhood. He realizes that he may lose some friends along the way by not giving into peer pressure, but he embraces and appreciates the friendships with people, the quality friendships with people who accept him for who he is and the differences that the things that make him different from others. In episode 3, Erica and Barry are living on campus, and mom and dad are still dealing with their children not being home. Mom is smothering Adam and wants to spend more quality time with him, and when he pushes back and tells her no, she quickly realizes that she is entering this stage in her life, the empty nest stage, where her children are going to be gone, and she has to start focusing on her life and her next chapter with her husband. She makes every attempt to reconnect with her husband and find activities that they both can do together, and realizes that she wants to live out her best years, the rest of her life, with her husband. They are able to come together and find ways to reconnect and find a deeper meaning in their life without their children. They have to figure out who they are as individuals, and they have to figure out who they are as a couple now that their children are getting older and no longer going to be in the household. Barry is still struggling to fit in with college. He leaves his group of high school friends so he can fit in with a fraternity. And when he is rejected from the fraternity, he realizes that his only problem all along has been that he doesn't accept who he is. He wants to be his ideal self, which isn't who he is, and he realizes that he does have friends who love and accept him for who he is. He just didn't accept himself for who he was. So this TV series brings many valuable life lessons about family and friendships and the importance of acceptance. And it really made me look into my own life and reevaluate my own relationships and whether I'm accepting of myself and whether I'm being accepting towards others. I've realized that no matter what stage in life we're in, Acceptance is a crucial part of life. I realize no matter what stage in life you're in, a few things remained constant. The desire to love and be loved, the importance of acceptance from yourself and others, and the need to belong and fit in this world. Whether you're a teenager transitioning into adulthood or aging parents trying to find deeper meaning in your life and find your purpose once again outside of your children, one thing remained the same, is that they are both trying to find their place in the world. Throughout life, we continue to learn and grow, not only as individuals, but within our social groups and families. At times, it's easy to lose track of what's important, and relationships often get taken for granted. The series reminded me just how fast life goes by and the importance of nurturing your relationships while you still can. It didn't matter where the family went on vacation. What mattered was the quality time that they spent together. It didn't matter what they were doing. It mattered that they were together and they were creating memories together that will last them a lifetime. It didn't matter how much money they had things to do with or what they were doing. They were together, spending that quality time together. During all phases of life, the quality of time you spend with people who love and accept you will always bring you happiness. It's important to make time for the ones you love while you can, because they won't always be here. Thank you.